Okay, well, hey neighbors, welcome to the Shed Shop and part 2 in this edition of How To. We are assembling a Stihl MS462. This saw is purchased already and received a deposit on it, and the customer is just waiting for it. He purchased it while I was still down from surgery and says, I know it'll be several months. I want to buy a saw from you. I like your story and I like what you're doing, and he's 6 years sober from alcohol. And so that's pretty cool. I believe he's the one. So anyways, we've got our $258 worth of parts here. Our 2 parts. This saw was a tree victim. Apparently low hours. I can only go by what the Stihl mechanic told me that I made the deal for this saw for. So pretty tank. Look, it's got the fuel lines in it. So the brand new fuel lines off this saw I get to keep for something else. Or maybe I'll include them as a spare. Yeah, brand new OEM fuel line, brand new fuel filter, brand new tank vent. At least it comes with all of that, so that's beautiful. And then we've just got our handle, which is just a normal, a normal handle. It's got a different shape than the older Stihl handles. A little more comfortable grip. We'll try and get this sticker off for him, but it's got the rubber on it. It's a nice and comfortable handle. I like Stihl's newer handles better than the older ones. But so we're going to continue with this saw here. We are going to go ahead and start with our oil pump. If you remember in part 1, we ended with our oil pump being frozen, and I just sprayed that iron guard on it, and it's nice and unfrozen. And so now I'm going to clean it with this, and then I'll just put some 2-stroke oil in there just to keep it lubed up instead of having this carb stuff in there drying it out. Safety glasses always when you use this stuff, you guys. Okay, so I hope you guys like the new view. I just know watching Greasy Shop Rag, his over the bench views are always pretty decent to watch, and so I figured I'd give it a whirl for you guys. 30 minutes on hold with Cricket every time. Grumpy Unk has fled after assaulting me, and says he's not coming back, and then he said he was coming back, and he started driving back. He went all the way to Ohio with allegedly no money. I think he took advantage of some coworkers and got money out of them by telling some lies. And he seems to think that his mother has some hidden bank account up there that he should have rights to because she passed away. She didn't leave a will, and my father doesn't want anything, none of the land, and so this land is supposed to be for me and my uncle. And my uncle said he's going to give me his half if I bought him a camper. So I did. And he hasn't done anything to get the camper to a place of where it needs to be. And the problem I have, you guys, is I gave up everything to come help my uncle out. And he just abandoned me. And he said he did it for me so that he doesn't have to make my life... Oh, shit, I forgot we need a chain catch. So that he doesn't have to make my life miserable anymore. And I'm like, that's just ridiculous. Okay, we got a brand new worm gear here. Uh-oh. Is this the wrong worm gear? It appears that it is. Yep. Well, damn, where's our worm gear? Because I thought the arm was about worn out. Is this it up here? It is. Well, I don't think I have this worm gear with the shorter arm. I thought this was it right here, but it's a longer arm. Okay, I'm going to see if I have it. Okay. So, the phone died. Sorry, neighbors. What? We just emptied our trash and it's telling us we have no space. I just cleared up 5 gigs. I gotta figure out how to get this thing to stop recording in super high qualities. Because 24 minutes ain't gonna cut it. Damn it. I got to find stuff to delete, unfortunately, neighbors. I gotta go empty the trash. This will be a blooper reel. We haven't put out I gotta go empty the trash video in a long ass time. Okay, got some storage cleared on the phone. It died there. I don't have a new worm gear for him, so I've ordered one. But I'm going to go ahead and put this one on in the meantime, and we'll do the break-in and stuff, because I got to wait for his chain catch anyways as well. But so we put our worm gear in. Next goes our rotor washer. Okay, then we've got our bearing. We want to get some grease on that bearing. Okay, just high-temp lithium grease is preferable, or high-speed bearing oil will work too if you have that. But preferably high-temp lithium grease. That's what I use anyways. That's what the Stihl manual says to use. So I'll put some on the inside, and that always leaves me that excess. You know what? I lied to you guys. We got to put our clutch on first, but we'll go ahead and finish greasing this up. And then we'll grab our clutch, which I believe did not need rebuilt. So let's set that aside. Grab our clutch here. Yeah, it's got nice tight springs. So reverse thread. There we are. Now we can put our bearing on. Let me get this phone cord out of my way. Goodness, it's attacking me. That's a little bit better. Okay, and then now we got our bearing on. Oh, you know what? That's not the right bearing, is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Making me nervous. There's our notch out to line up with our worm gear, which is down here. There we are. Put our rim spline on there, new rim spline. You can see the clutch, the drum has been overheated a little bit before, but the rim spline is still good. So then we'll put our retaining washer on. Go put your retaining clip on. Okay. Use some pliers to put that on. I used to use needle nose, but then I realized pliers work better. You just got to stay above your retaining washer with the end of your pliers, because if you're on that retaining washer, that won't go on. Now that we've got all that on, we've got some covers and chain brake and stuff we got to put on over here. But let's go over here. Let's go ahead and get our flywheel on. Okay, this is a composite flywheel, so it's pre-keyed. They break easy, so be real careful. Make sure it's on there snug before you put your nut on. Which we got to find our nut here. It's a carb. Usually I have it right attached to the flywheel there, but I don't see it. We might have to rob one, because I'm not seeing this one. I'm on hold with Cricket, as I said, because Grumpy assaulted me and then fled. I bet you I put it. No, I didn't put it in there either. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a flywheel. Oh, here it is. There we go, neighbors. There it is. And that's going to be a 13 mil, okay? So we'll go ahead and get that on there. Try and find our 13 mil here. This is it. I don't recommend using the impact for this. Be careful if you do use a drill. Okay, there's that. And then we can go ahead and put this air mover on. Well, wait a minute. Let's see. I don't know if our carb has to... I think our coil has to go on first. Where is our coil? Here's our coil right here. Okay, and then we got to find our lead wires, which I do not see. Our lead wires. This is a non-Mtronic, so I would think I would have my lead wires with my coil here, but it was missing the tank when we got it, I think. And so maybe somehow the wires are gone too, because I do not see them. Do not see them, do not see them. I'm going to turn this other light on so we have extra light. I always forget about this for you guys. I installed this light up here. Yeah, that makes it a lot better view. Okay, but we got to find... we gotta find our coil wires, or our lead wires here. I don't see them anywhere. And the bin's empty. Double check our bin. Yeah, it's empty. So I'll have to find some lead wires. I know I have some. I've got lots of extras. But I'm perplexed because I thought for sure this had its wires on it. So I'm going to leave that aside for now, because we have to screw one of the wires under the screw there. Oh. Okay, we're dealing with Cricket on the line, but I did find my thing, but I've got to replace an end, and I don't have it right now. So we're going to put it in. And you see there's a channel right there to put our kill switch wires in. We'll grab our coil out of its bag with its 2 screws. Get some blue Loctite here on our bolts. screws, bolts, whatever you want to call them. Oh. Oh, I thought that was them coming back. Yep, Grumpy Young doesn't want to answer his phone. He apparently wants to go to jail. I was trying to forgive him for assaulting me. Trying to give him another chance. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's for the, yeah, that's for the spark plug wire. Shit. Where do our other wires go through? So that screws in there. Is there not fucking, there's got, yeah, see, because it plugs in right there to the coil. I don't know if this is the right damn wire harness, guys. It would plug into the coil. Right there. Okay, and that seems a little loose. But it's not going on all the way. It's dirty as hell. Yeah, it's clipping in the hole, but it's not supposed to. And that's going to be a hard little thing to notch out like that right there to get that to come back out. But we'll try. See if that worked. There we go. I'm going to squeeze this tight, make sure it's on there. Nope. Okay, all kinds of interruptions. We've got about 34 minutes, but we're going to do about a 20-minute session. I threw the muffler on real quick. I've got our coil on, but I cannot recollect. I'm missing a wire, and I'm really upset. This $180 tank didn't come with this trigger guard. So that's just another part I have to buy. Unfortunately, I've got my throttle lever and my trigger, but I don't have a trigger guard. I've got my spring. But I will have to either buy that guard or it might be interchangeable with one of the other saws I have, like a 271 or a 261 maybe. So we will find that. I think the 261 is the same, it looks like, but I will find out soon enough. But so I've got my shroud here, and this shroud gets screwed on with a couple of screws, but I was trying to get it lined up here, right? And get the right angle, but I'm not quite there. I'm missing something, it seems, because there's a screw here and the body is tilted a little bit, and so I know I'm not quite there. We've got our impulse hose that has to be hooked onto this thing. It's got to go under our intake boot, and it's got to go further back, it seems, but it won't go for me. So we're trying, neighbors. It looks like it should be right like this, but it's not quite. Just we can't quite get it quite right. It's almost like it needs to be tilted up like so. There we go. That's what we want. That's how we want our shroud. Now we can take our 2 screws here for it. Well, it's 3 actually, so it would be this one that says shroud. Okay, if we can get them open. This is a non-Mtronic. I know there must be another cord, and it should go to the coil, but that's why I don't have my coil screwed down. Oh, we lost a bolt right here, so we'll put that in, and we're just gonna keep these about halfway. You know, we'll get them some of the way. We want to lose it loose enough to where we won't forget. So, okay, there we are. Let's get our shroud screwed down. Oh, it moved on us. We're good. Okay, I'm not going to use Loctite on these ones because this has a really good AV system. And so some of the stuff I won't use Loctite on because I don't think it needs it. Now, I could be wrong. You can go in the comments and tell me if you think I'm wrong. But I think this is pretty good. See, I believe there's a wire that goes in there and it screws there, but that might be for the Mtronic setup. I've never done one of these setups that's not Mtronic on this saw. So, okay, now the next thing I'd like to do is we can go ahead and add our chain brake on. And so a bunch of little components with that. You're going to have a couple springs, a lever, an arm, all kinds of little silly stuff. Some circlips. Okay, so we got this little spring here and this little arm. We've got our spacer, And then we've got our 2 tiny circlips. We don't want to lose those. That's why I always put them in a separate bag if I can remember. Put them in a little bag inside another bag with the other parts. And that way you don't lose them. Okay, so with our chain brake, we take our chain brake handle, okay. And we see that it goes this way. Obviously the sticker faces the back of the saw. And this arm goes in here, okay, over here, like so. But what we need to do first is put this in, okay. So what we're going to do is this sets right here, okay. Go ahead and put your clip on that part, okay. Once you get your clip on, you've got this spring here. And for this spring, it's fairly easy. You will see that as it sits, depending on how you turn it, one side sits higher than the other. So you do need to have the high side up over here on the top, okay. And this can be a little bit tedious, pain in the ass, but once you get it, you keep your saw in a position to where it won't come undone, okay. So we'll get it on the top post here, maybe. It looks like it might be a little bit bent. Might be why it's fighting us. So we'll just use that. There we go. And then you just kind of take that and push it up. Get your spring in the notch there. And that is good to go. Now we have our chain brake handle. I think on this one the spacer goes first. Let's see here. Does our spacer go back here? I believe it actually does on this one. Because yeah, it's gonna end up going back there, I think. I think it goes back there on this one. Sometimes, usually the spacer's up here, but I can tell that there's no space for it on that post. And so I believe it will go this way. So you've got to get this, pull this down a little bit so that you can get your chain brake handle behind it. Okay, like that. Get this lined up. You're going to have that going that way. Okay. Well, maybe. Come on, baby. I know we've got it lined up. This part doesn't want to line up. There we go. Move this out of the way again. There we are. And it seems like something's not quite right. I think that spacer is not quite right. Yeah, that spacer's in here, and I'm trying to figure out what it goes to, because this post is most certainly not large enough for it. It might go on the outside here, but it's just a little bit different setup than I'm used to. So we'll try this again here. Okay, that goes on there, and that goes on there. We'll move our spring out of the way here, our lever, to get that down on there. Okay, call on something over here. There we are. Okay, now the chain brake goes back all the way, but where does my spacer go? This spacer, it should, I don't know why it's in there if we're not going to use it. That's odd, because this will go here. Once we get that on, be careful if you do it with a screwdriver, because you can jab yourself. There we are. Okay. And then we've got our spring here. Okay, you put it that way. And I've got a specialty tool for this. It's pretty simple. A guy could make this at home. It just goes through the spring, and you take it to the post. Okay, yep. We got that all the way back. Whoops. There we are. Good strong spring. Okay, once you get it on the post, you can just slide it down and twist it, like so. Then we've got our chain brake band we've got to put on, okay? So that will hook up here. We're going to pull this back now to disengage the chain brake band. Okay, hook it on there. Work it into its groove. Usually it goes pretty easy, but it's not always the case. Sometimes you gotta fiddle with it a little bit more. These actually, I think this one, if I remember right, we might have to remove our drum here to get this in its channel. I thought they went with the sprocket on. Might just have to work it in a little bit harder here. No, it just doesn't, it's just fighting me. It's a fighting me, neighbors. She's a fighter. Definitely a fighter. Sorry I'm beating your saw up, Chris. Chris is a really nice guy. I can't wait until he comes here and I get to meet him. You know what? I wonder if our drum did get overheated to a point of expansion. I don't think so. I mean, that's hard to do. But it's just odd with the chain brake band being this difficult to get in. It leads me to believe one of them is misshaped. They're not usually this hard to get in. Not usually this hard at all. Yeah, something's not quite right. Sometimes you gotta convince it, I guess. Oh, damn it. Ah, come on. Yeah, this is odd, man. Shouldn't be this hard. It should go right in. This is odd. I'm going to take our thing off and see what we got going on here. Just this is a little bit too difficult. Something's not quite right. Damn, come on. Wow. Oh, such is my life, neighbors. You just got to keep trying. Keep trying. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. Oh my goodness, come on. This shouldn't be this hard to get off. I just put it on. It went on fine. But now it doesn't want to come off, apparently. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me, bro? Okay, well, I do have another way to do this, but I don't like doing it this way. Because you bust knuckle a lot. Stay still, damn it. Stay still, bastard. There we go. Jesus, I don't know why that was on there so hard like that. I really don't. No, I don't know that the sprocket. Come on, baby, get out of there. Find out what's going on here. Yep, I really think the chain brake band has to go on first on this saw. It's just because of the way it's shaped and the groove. It's like right there. Well, it shouldn't have been that hard, but we got it. Just want to get it all the way down in the grooves to make sure. Like right here, it looks like it's too high. Or is it? Nope, it's perfect. Now, if our sprocket doesn't fit good, we know we have our drum is probably warped. Nope, she looks like she's going to go right on. And of course, well, I'll be damned, neighbors. Just doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, try something a little bit different here. Nope, we're still hitting the chain brake. I'll be damned. Yeah, something's not right. Our chain brake is... Oh, there we go. It wasn't in its groove up top. Okay, that should make it easier. Yeah, that's much better. It's still not on all the way, though. There we go. Much better. That's what we want. Hell yeah. They don't give you much space between these chain brake bands and the sprocket, and you do not want them touching. This is not rubbing at all, fortunately. Very fortunately. Just going to spring it forward and make sure everything goes back normal. We'll engage it and disengage it. Make sure it works. It does. Excellent. Let's go ahead and put our retaining washer on. And our retaining clip following that. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Got a little nervous there. Something didn't look right. But we're good to go. Now, go ahead and put this back on. Now that we've got all that on, we can go ahead and put our chain brake dust cover on. This little piece I never took off, so it stays there already. Or it's there already. We'll have our dust cover here. It has been hit before, but I gave my neighbor a pretty good price on this saw, so I think he'll be happy. I've got my 2 screws for that somewhere right here. Yeah, this is my I don't know pile. Just random stuff that was with the saw. I've got to get a muffler gasket too. I put the damn muffler on with just a heat shield for now. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. I just want to see if the saw is gonna run. That's my biggest thing. Will my saw run okay? If I don't find that coil wire, it's not going to. I can't see how much time we have left, you guys. So I'm gonna have to squeeze you up here for a minute. Okay, we're at 15 and we've got 34, so we'll do like another 5 minutes and then we'll start a part 3, I believe it will be. Okay, a little bit of Loctite, a little bit of Loctite. Okay, go ahead and put those 2 in. Oops, sorry guys, got right in your viewing. I hit you guys, didn't I? Ooh, you guys are close today. Just trying different stuff for you. We're going to try a few different things over the next coming weeks and see what you guys like and see what you don't like. So make sure you go in the comments and tell me what you think of the view. Tell me how we can improve the camera work, the channel work, the videos, everything. Just be kind in your feedback. You know, I listen to your feedback as long as you guys are respectful with it. I absolutely listen because you guys are the audience. You guys are the ones that have to like the stuff. Nobody else. Okay, so now my challenge with doing any of this right now is I'm kind of nervous, reluctant to put the tank on because I don't know if I have the hardware for the tank. I believe I do because I believe this did have a tank on it. So we've got this part that's going to end up connecting here, okay, like so. And we've already got our screw there, and our AV mount will go in there like this. Okay, down here, the AV mount. It's good. I'm not replacing this because it's in really good shape. Okay, oh wait, actually it's cracked. You know what? I'm going to give him a rubber one, I think. Boy, it's in such good condition other than that crack, but that's going to cause it to deteriorate fast if any gas or oil hit it. So we're going to go ahead and replace it for Chris. I like the Pharmatech ones better because they're rubber. Okay, here's a couple of these used AV mounts from Stihl, the foam ones. As you can see, they're a little bit smaller. They do shrink and they swell. It depends on if you get fluid inside of it or just on the outside of it. And if it cracks like that, once you start getting fluid in there, it's going to swell and then deteriorate. It'll disintegrate. So these do fit. They're a little bit larger. Okay, they work a lot better in my opinion. They're a lot more snug and they're rubber, so they're going to last. So you don't have to worry about that part of it. Okay, now this screw here, why are you in this way? Ow, damn. Okay, I'm gonna hold that way. I'm just trying to see, it's gonna go that way. Okay, now we make sense. Some of the stuff they make hard to get together, you guys. It's not easy. That's why it costs an arm and a leg to get your stuff fixed. It's because of stuff like this. You bust your damn fingers trying to fix somebody's saw. There we go. Got that down in there. And we'll get this screw in. Right here. Back here. It goes right in there, you guys. That little hidden hole. Okay, actually, shit, I didn't Loctite that. There we go. A nice good amount of Loctite. Okay, there's that. And now... Whoops, shit. What did I just do? Okay. Got that screw there. I gotta order his chain catch still. There are still a lot of parts to this saw that got to go on. Got all kinds of stuff still. Okay, there's that. And I would think the wire would be attached to it, but it's not. I do not know where my wire is. Okay, I do know we can go ahead and put this on our intake boot. Okay. So we will just get our intake boot and work it through. Preferably with your fingers if you can. I mean, you can tie a string on this one if you want, but I've got a lot of space to work, so it's usually pretty easy to get it with my fingers. Usually. Okay. There we go. Got our intake. Oh, you know what? Chit. This one's different. Chit. I forgot. Chit. Chit, chit, chit. I put it the wrong way. Chit. I'm pretty sure I just put this the wrong way. Okay, let's see here. Nope, because fuel lines. Oh, yep. It's going to go this way. Yeah, there's a notch right here. Dirt, dirt. Okay, let's try that again, you guys. Come here, baby. There you go. Get it all the way through. We want it nice. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get these pieces out. I do have my recoil stuff here, and I have an elasto cord here that's broke, unfortunately. And you can't, I can't seem to find just the elasto cord, and I don't know how to repair these. They seem repairable, but then when you can't find this rubber piece, it's like, what are you supposed to do? Because that's what we need. That's what's ripped, you know? And so when we can't get that, it's a problem. See that? It's ripped. So we really want to get a cord like this with the new rubber piece. You can see it comes out there. The string would pop out there, okay? And it pulls through. Just to show you here real quick. See that? So I would think, why can't we get these parts, you know? Why can't I get this rubber piece, you know? But Stihl doesn't sell it by itself. And so I will be temporarily, until I decide what to do, temporarily putting on just a regular string on his saw. You know, just temporarily. And we'll decide what we're going to do later. We still got to rebuild our carb. That'll probably be part 3. We made some good progress today. We got a lot of stuff on our saw. And we're going to continue. Get a little bit more on if we can. Okay, so we're going to dump this out. Just kind of see what we got there. See, now we had this piece in here, but this intake boot does not take that. And so I think some stuff got mixed up somewhere. Okay, our throttle linkage. Again, we've got some pieces that this is a little bit different setup. It would be back there through there. It's going to end up clipping in here. That doesn't seem right. You know what? That has to go on the intake boot. And then the carb. Maybe the arm sticks back. But anyways, it'll clip in there. And then in your trigger there. I think I am going to go ahead and see what kind of hardware we need for the handle. I'd really like to put that on. That is the most logical next step right now. So fortunately, we don't need this. Our tank came with brand new fuel lines. Brand new tank vent. It came with a new gas cap, so we don't need the gas cap. I wonder if my other wire, there's got to be another kill wire. It just doesn't make sense not to have the second one. There's nothing there. And it's not adding up to me. It's not logical. You know, there's just, it does not make sense. But I was almost certain it came up here. There's a wire and it connected here. So I've got to figure that out. because I know it's not this one going like that, because look, there's a screw hole there. But it might be for trying to see, did I mess up? And yep, this is supposed to go on first. See, I did us dirty, neighbors. Again, always doing us dirty. Always doing us dirty. This has got to go back there like so. Probably should have went on first. You go there. Let's see if you can stay there while we do this. Oh, you know, maybe, just maybe, it does go this way. No, that doesn't seem right. Actually, it does. No, that can't be. I think it is, though. Yeah, it actually is. That's how it goes. Okay. So, we do have to remove those screws. It holds both on. So, we'll get those out of our way. Go ahead and put this shroud on. This wire, I don't know where this wire is supposed to route, honestly. I don't know where you route. I don't know where you're supposed to route. Because if that goes down there, it's going to clip in down here. Okay, you got a little clip in over here you got to get worked in. Whoops. And it should, if you bring it to the left, it should slide in from the left or right. But I'm having a little bit of trouble as usual. There we go. Just a little bit of convincing, a little bit of brute force. Okay, it does allow a channel there. But our spark plug's also supposed to go up there, I think. No, the spark plug would be right like that. Shazam bazam. Just like so. Okay. And then let's go ahead and redo these two screws. We'll have to put Loctite on them again. That's why they're a little bit longer. Okay, there's one there. I am missing a wire. I know I am. I just know I am. There's one here. Okay. So we might have to do the carburetor and the tank on the last video for this saw, or the last assembly video anyways. Okay, we've got an AV mount back here that we've got to do as well. And this one, I'm sorry, I said back here, but this one's going to end up going here, okay? And it will go through the handle. And let's see if it's got the screw or the setup. Let's see. So that's going to be our bot. Oh. Alright, like so. Is that how you go? Yep, that looks like it. There we go. Like so. Okay. This better be the right handle, man. We used a serial number to look it up. It doesn't seem right. No fucking way. It does not seem like the right handle at all. It does not. It does not. It just does not seem right at all. At all, you guys. It doesn't seem right at all. Not at all. Oh, that's right. It goes onto this damn thing. I forgot. Okay. That's what those big ass holes are for. Fur. That's what those big ass holes are for. Okay. So your handle goes up through here and goes on there. Ah, come on, you bastard. Bastardo. Come on, you bastardo. Get in the hole. Nope, that's not correct. Apparently that is incorrect. Nope, that hole fits. Why don't they both line up? God damn it, come on. Don't fight me. Be my friend. Be my friend, handle. Don't fight. It just doesn't want to get on both holes. It'll do one but not the other. There we go. Okay, so that's that. And then, boy, you guys are in the way. See, that will go there, okay? And then our handle here. But we got lots of other stuff to hook up. But, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you do not want to go where you're supposed to go. Oh, you little bastardo. You little bastardo. Come on, bastardo. Go on the handle, bastardo. Something's not all the way lined up here. Ugh. Damn. Something don't seem right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I was worried about this AV mount. There should be another piece here for it to hook on, or no, it goes here, and I don't see that I have it. So I'll have to scrape that up. Shouldn't be too hard. Let me see if we got it on this. No, that's a different handle. Or no, it's not. Let's see here. Come here, you. I got this 261 on the floor, you know, that I've been robbing stuff from. I got that brand new 261 carburetor too, Nemtronic. But this handle doesn't have the one missing piece. And it screws right in the end. Oh, it does have it. Oh, shit. Sorry, neighbors, did you dirty? I'm throwing stuff. I believe I have that piece, I just don't know where it went. It's not in my recoil stuff. Damn, maybe it was missing. More missing to the saw, Chris, than I realized. It's going to take me longer than I wanted. I need your money, like, right now, neighbor. Like, 3 days ago, I need your money. Like, 3 years ago, actually. Okay, I know what screws I need for this handle, I believe. So I'm going to end up digging those out. But for now, I think I'm going to call it, guys, on... We're just going to do our guide plate here. It's our last thing over here, okay? Center it on everything, and then you got to get it lined up right. It could be a little bit of a pain sometimes. This one actually might need reformed. We'll see after we get it set up. And then I've got the flathead screw here that goes in there. Okay, so we'll get that started, but then I'll Loctite it. Actually, I could use the T25, but we'll use the flathead. It's here. Screw it. I believe this fits on this. I believe the flathead is the right one. Okay, so there we go. It does. Okay, well, you know what? Something seems a little bit off there. We're just going to leave it for now. Okay, there's that. I think for now that's kind of about all I can do until I dig out my tank handles, and I've got to hook my tank. Oh, I don't have the top part of the fuel line, so we will need that part, which I have right. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. No, that's the impulse hose, damn it. Okay, so we do need our top fuel line. That's not there, but I do have that, fortunately. I have that right here. So that just goes in this elbow down here. Okay. And then I don't believe there's a, and yes, there is a hole back there for it to come up through, I believe. Right here. Okay. And it comes way up through. Come here, you little bastard. And there's the grommet. So that's the point that it stops right there. We just got to get this in. It's got a grommet here. We want to get that in right. So I'm just going to use a screwdriver here and kind of push it in. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay. Okay, so just carefully pushing it in. Okay. And there we go. It's in where it needs to be. And then it goes, I would presume, underneath to the other side. Okay, lift that up. Get it over this AV thing here. Hopefully, we don't want to rip it either. There we go. And then it should sit right in here. That way our carburetor plugs into both, just like so. If this was an Nemtronic, this is where our wires would be. I know there's something's not right here. There's a wire or something missing. and I just don't know where it is. I checked everything. I don't see it anywhere, so we're just going to keep going with our project, and we'll either find it or buy it. So that's going to be it for part 2 of the Stihl MS462 reassembly, neighbors. So until next time, remember to be kind to one another, because everyone's facing a battle. So I love all you neighbors, even though I really suck at it. Okay, so until next time, neighbors.